At the turn of the 17th century, Giordano Bruno was burned at the stake in Campo di Fiori, Rome. 336 years later, the English historian Francis Yates began working at the library of the Warburg Institute. The institute was initially founded in Hamburg, but was moved to England by its largely Jewish membership due to the war. What was special about this library is that it had a large collection about the afterlife of antiquity in Christian and Renaissance history. This was a unique interdisciplinary library, meaning it brought different subjects together which might have not been in conversation before. In 1964, she published Giordano Bruno and the Hermetic Tradition, which Wouter Hanegraaff argues hit the cultural zeitgeist at just the right moment. That's because people who were dissatisfied with traditional religion and modern science were looking for alternatives. One of the most important contributions of this book is that Yates situated Giordano Bruno in a lineage of Hermetic philosophers that lost the battle against modern science and religion. In Yates' time, a lot of theorists saw magicians and mystics as the first step towards a scientific investigator. But Yates did something unique. She contrasted the old dirty magic of the Middle Ages to the elegant and majestic magic of Italian humanists in the Renaissance. Bruno was thus an important but one step in an entire lineage of Hermetic philosophers and mystics, some people that we will encounter in some upcoming episodes. However, the existence of an entire lineage of Hermetic philosophers was a bit of a problem, and that's because specialists in the Italian Renaissance already knew about Hermetic philosophy and its importance in that period, including one of the main influences of Yates, Eugenio Garin. Garin was so important that the first copy of Giordano Bruno and the Hermetic Tradition was sent by Yates to him. We also know about the irritation that Garin himself felt at Giordano Bruno and the Hermetic Tradition, because 12 years after receiving the first copy in 1964, he expressed how Hermetic philosophy had become something of its own creature, and people who understood nothing about it just assumed what it was. So Garin planted the seeds of this interest in Hermeticism, but disliked what it became a mere 12 years later. Yates had found a niche academic subject and blasted it into the cultural zeitgeist with elegant English prose. But what is Hermeticism? Is it related to the god Hermes? How important was it to Renaissance and modern spiritual thought? What is the Corpus Hermeticum? How come we do not hear about Hermeticism whenever we discuss New Age spirituality? Can we study Hermeticism without falling into weird, hateful conspiracy theories? Can we use academic rigor and evidence to study it? We can. To answer those questions, you will have to watch the next episode of TeaSoteric. Thanks for watching.